Hello everyone, Zero635 here. Welcome to another spooky review. Today we are reviewing the W.M.G. Rest in Peace Headstone Ghost. I'm not sure what the official name is, but this is just by memory on the tag. This is another obscure item that you really don't ever see. I think there's only like 2 other videos of this fella in action, and this could possibly be the third one. This one did need some good fixing. Finally got around to actually working with it, and now he works, and I'm really happy to actually know that he works. So that's really great. Height wise, he's pretty tall. I mean, extended. He's tall. He's not like a massive Halloween prop. He's like literally flat, like super flat. He's height wise, since I'm pretty sure everyone owns one of these. Not Grave River. If Jimmy Thriller Mummy. It's about 2 of them. I'll put this guy here on the top. He's about the same height. So yeah, like 2 of those mummies would be the equivalent to this fella in full position. And when he's down in the tombstone, then he's actually the same height as the mummy. So like I said, very obscure item. He has multiple phrases. Eyes light up. It's sound control, not button, not motion, just sound. So there's that. And he has 2 motors, one for retracting and one for releasing. He has a 2-in-1 kind of mech, except the motors are in 2 separate areas. One motor is actually entirely out of the mech, and it just pulls a pin by a string, and then the other one's inside, of course, and it retracts them. He runs on 3 AA batteries, and it's not bad actually. His phrases are really silly. His phrases are used in a few other items that they've made, like a chattering skull one, and there was another one. I'm not remembering the other one. I just know one was a chattering skull. But yeah, so I would recommend with this, fellas. I would not recommend outdoors, even though if you like for a Halloween display, I would recommend just having him out there the night of Halloween, not for a whole season, because yeah, he has this like kind of what looks feels like waterproof stuff. It's not really waterproof because the board is not covered. The board is literally inside exposed. So if that gets in there and it has batteries, that's just gonna kill it, and you're gonna be out of a working prop. But he does have built-in stakes to put him into the ground, so that way, if it gets windy, he doesn't just fall over. Because again, this fella is really flat. Like, I'm not even exaggerating that. He's like really flat, so the wind can easily take him out. What else is there? Here's his tombstone. It says RIP. Restless in life, restless when dead. Disturbed me once, and you wish you had fled. Man, so that's really spooky. I mean, I feel threatened by that. I mean, believe me. I mean, look at this dude. Very threatening with his generic. Yeah. So something I will say is I keep this fella in the up position, and I've learned this from a few other people in the past with any animatronic that jumps or pops up. Always leave him in the up position. The springs will be just as good when you first got it, but you leave it in the down position for a long period of time, eventually those spring loses that tension and it's not going to pop up properly. And when it comes to replacing springs, you can't always find those exact springs. And it requires taking it apart, and you don't want to do that. But yeah. Let me show you the back. He has a zipper, which is pretty nice for wearing Velcro. 3 AA batteries. Speakers right here. Sound sensor is hot glued on the front. His board, when I say that the board's exposed, I kid you not, the board is literally right there, uncovered. Yeah, so I would not recommend him leave him out in the elements. But without further ado, let's see this cool dude in action. Where's the switch? There it is. I also need to take the tombstone off again at some point and reshape it because it's actually not shaped properly. You can see some areas it's where it's bulged. Actually, like right here, this is like inwards. Here, around here, it's a little bulged. Maybe because I had him in the tote for a long period of time, and he was like in the down position, like this tombstone was facing down, so it kind of just took that molding. But without further ado, here he is. Sound sensor is not the best. I have to replace it. I have a new one now, but I'm gonna replace it at a later time. Yeah, Halloween props literally like to flirt with your women, so keep your women away from this ghost. He'll try to steal it. Good. He looks so silly when he's retracting down because his mouth just doesn't line up properly. Again, this dude just mentioned his legs. You don't have legs. You are a ghost. You don't have legs. What is up with this fellow? Like, something's not right with him. It's so funny because imagine being a kid during a time period when this thing was out and someone had this in their yard and you're like, oh, I hope a ghost isn't gonna scare me. And of course, you being brave.
Dude's literally got his arms.
Like, you can literally see this dude. The arms are posable. I forgot to mention that. The arms are posable, but this is, I think, how he comes pre-posed. So, yeah, if you don't know there's a ghost behind you when you were a kid, then shame on you. See, that's why it says you'd wish you'd have fled if you disturbed him once. Because... Ah, he farted. You see, you got a ghost that's asking about his legs, and he farts and flirting with your woman.
At least he said excuse me. He's a little more polite than my brother.
Yeah, fair point on that. But I can't imagine just this scaring a kid. It's going to be interesting because I think for Trunk or Treat, if we manage to attend one, I'm going to bring him with us. And he's going to probably be a bit of a staple and scare kids. So that's going to be great. You see, he's flirting with your woman, guys. Like, woman or boyfriend, I don't care who he's flirting with. Keep them away from this ghost. Like, seriously. I mean, look at that face. He's just like, this is ridiculous. And also, we sound funny. It's because we're both sick. So, figured I'd point that out. Let's see, one more time. Quit flirting with my women! You. Women's will be plural. No, not really. I made that up. Alright, so... The sound sensor is so bad, I couldn't even detect that. So what's this like? Alright, let me get him back up. Dang. There we go. So he does have a release, which you normally can't really access because this fabric tends to be hot glued to the Tombstone, but it's actually right here. I can actually show this. Kind of. There's the motor. Yeah, but I don't like using my flash a lot. So there's the motor. This is a piece right here that I had to replace in order to get to him to work. And if you pull on this string, it releases the gear and makes him go up. So that way, if you just want to have him up for display like this and let people laugh at his silly face, then there you go. Guess there's not much else to say. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one.